So now that I have content collected, so let's look at other skin treatments, for example, in this folder. So I've collected some content here, and I want to create a simple curated post for the blog. So I can select on the Med Spa main blog, and that will log into the blog, pull in any categories, and what I'll do is I'll select a simple template that's set up for that particular blog. So I can create a any particular title. Okay, so I can use my headline tool to do that. So let's put in beautiful skin, and so let's do 10 helpful tips to beautiful skin. So this is a prompt that's in the template just to remind the writer on how to create this post. So I can customize this obviously for this particular post, but I'll skip that for a second, just show you how easy it is to create content straight in. So this is some collected content, so I can curate directly from this. And so let's have a look at this particular article. So they're literally saying just use some water. Okay, so all right, let's make that my #1 tip. And so I can literally highlight that. Okay, right click on that and copy that into block 2, which is my first item there in my curated post. And so that goes in there. Okay, then I can move on to the second one. Let's see if there's an interesting tip here. Maybe not. Let's just move on to the next one. Okay, so with this one, let's select this tip here. Copy to, and we're moving that into block number 3. And you can see that's gone in there as well. Okay, and you can just keep going, and let's just see if there's another one here. So let's do this one. Okay, so we've got that one there, and then we'll move that over to item number 4, and so on. So you can very quickly create a post, and then once you have all your content in here, then you can use the image creator to make it a bit more eye-catching, and with any curated content, it automatically pulls in for you the link to the source. You can even customize the via word, so you can change that to read more or something like that. And before you know it, you can end up with an interesting curated piece very, very quickly that's ready to publish. So assuming that's all finished, then you just literally go down. This is the writer would obviously then click on publish. And just one little thing I need to fix. It's now being published, and what happens is it goes into the queue to be published. And this particular article has actually been assigned to Tom Thumb for approval, because essentially this any posts going to this blog have been set up with an authorization workflow. So if I go across to the content section, which is where I can get a global view of all content for this client, whether it's published or not, then I can see this is the post that's just been created. This is the channel that it was due to go out to, and I can see that it's in a status pending because it's waiting for Tom Thumb to approve it. And so it'll stay there. He will get sent a message asking him to approve it, and then it will automatically get assigned to the client for approval before it actually goes live on the blog. And of course, at any time, I can just drill down into that particular article, and I can see the status. Okay, so I can see the author, the channel, when it was due to go out, and the status of it waiting for approval here from Tom Thumb, and I can send him a prompt email if I need to. And were there any changes throughout the workflow for this particular piece of content, then they're all stored in the revision section, so you can see changes evolve for any particular piece of content.